Alright, good morning everyone. So this morning, as you read from my title, I'm in shock, kind of, and kind of find no room for any sympathy for suicide. You know, I feel bad that, these people, these icons are committing suicide, and regular people like me, not me, but, it's regular people committing suicide. I mean, it makes no sense. With all the help we have nowadays, all the crisis hotlines, and, it's just unreal how somebody would take their own life for something so silly. Now, I don't know why he did it. I'm sure if I Googled it, I would figure out, so I think I read he got molested and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's terrible. I agree. But it's not worth killing yourself for. I mean, it wasn't his fault. I don't know. And I just think it's a chicken shit way to go out, guys. Plain simple. Now, if you're thinking that I'm a total butthole for saying that, well, before you judge me on that, let me tell you a little story about me, okay? I'll make it short as I can, and we'll go from there. When I was young, I grew up in a house where drugs was pretty much right in front of me all the time. My mom and dad were divorced. I lived with my mother for a while, and then she sent me to live with my grandmother. My dad, he moved to Virginia, where I currently am now. And basically had no parental support, and got in a lot of trouble. Not drugs, but just verbal trouble, fighting and stuff. And got kicked out of school, and I had to come back and live with my dad. Okay, well, when I got back here with my dad, he's not a real father figure, you can say. And he was more of a friend, but not really, if that makes any sense. We don't get along now. He pretty much does his own thing and I do mine. So, okay. So I turned out pretty good minus all that. Met my wife, and we decided to have children. And we decided, because they offer that test, if you want to see if your baby has Downs and all that stuff. And, we had made a decision a long time ago, that we didn't care about that. As long as baby was healthy, it didn't really matter. So we didn't want the test. We just said, we'll take whatever happens. So we had our first child, our daughter. She has cerebral palsy. Okay. Now, nobody, I'm sure, wants to go through life. Golly, a little rabbit took off. Scared me. Go through life wishing that they had a child with cerebral palsy. And but that's okay, because we're thankful that we do. We love her. It's been the best blessing in our life up to that point anyway. She's taught us a lot about life and been the greatest thing. I would not change a single thing about it. Okay? She doesn't walk. She does if you help her. She doesn't talk that much. It's very limited what she says. And it's okay. God made her for us, and we're going to take care of her. Okay? So my wife and I decided, are we going to have any more children? So we decided that we were. Still not going to have the test. We got offered again because they knew of our daughter. And we said, it doesn't matter. As long as our child is healthy. Gosh, these gnats are terrible. It doesn't matter. So we had tried for another one and got pregnant. Offered the test again. Said no. And we had another daughter. And she's fine. And that is our second blessing. An extremely good one. Just like the first one. So we are content with what we have, okay? So about a year after that, my wife got diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, which that was in '07. So actually 2 years. So if you don't know what that is, I'll give you a brief rundown. It's basically the arteries between your heart and lungs are really narrow, and it's kind of like pushing a bowling ball through a straw for her blood. So she passed out, blah, blah, blah. They gave her, when she finally got diagnosed, after I had a heart attack and everything, they gave her 1 year to live. Okay? That was back in 07. And she's still here today. But, you know, it's still a very bad disease. You know, she's on a lot of medications for it, so if you think that I don't have a lot on my plate and I can't say that I have no sympathy for them committing suicide, well, I think that you're wrong, because I think I do. I think I have a good voice in it. But at the same time, you know, if you're struggling with something, I think it's a good idea to get help if you possibly can, guys. I mean, don't be ashamed, first of all. I mean, you know, I deal with my stuff. I don't need to see anybody. I'm perfectly fine. You know, I lift weights. I go in the woods. You know, I do everything else I can to keep my mind occupied, and it's worked out great. I have no stress. Very, very, very limited stress. So, and I have a lot on my plate. And you don't see me wanting to go commit suicide. My wife, same thing. She has a lot on her plate, but you don't see her wanting to go commit suicide. So there's a way to get help. There's a way to deal with it, guys. You just got to find your way. Okay? Please, if you have any thoughts about doing that, call someone, okay? Call your best friend, call your mom, call your dad, call somebody. You know, talk to them. You know, because Robin Williams, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, people that I don't know that are doing it all the time, it's very sad, guys. I'm going to try to find a link and post it down there in the comments. And, or as everybody says, below. And maybe I can help at least one person, okay? Just think about me. Think about it all that's on my plate, okay? And go from there, okay? Guys, don't be scared to ask for help, okay? God bless. We'll see you on the next one, okay? So what I'm trying to say is I want to see you on the next one. So don't do anything stupid, guys. God bless you guys.